Hi guys, welcome to another LivinginSAtv video. David here. Today I'm going to show you guys the literacy district right here in CBD. And at the moment I'm at the Rand Club. I'm actually waiting for one of our hosts from the literacy district. So we are next to the Rand Club at the moment. The legendary Rand Club here in Joburg. You guys can also have here safe parking. One amazing, probably one of the oldest buildings here in Johannesburg CBD. Just look at that beautiful architecture. And if you guys come here to the billboard, you guys will be able to see the story of the Rand Club. Let me just stop it for a bit. You guys can stop the video and read it for yourselves. The first private gentleman's club, being the famous Cecil Rhodes, who started this gentleman's club. Guys, just look at the beautiful detail of the wood itself. The wallpaper, the ceilings. So these are, I'm not sure about the coat of arms, what the meanings, but I will ask. These beautiful murals on the windows. The details in this place are just amazing. Look at the amazing details in this place. Even these columns.
Good morning, my name is Miles. I'm the project manager for African Book Trust and I work for Bridge Books as well. This morning we're out here in Loveday Street at the iconic Rand Club, and I'm just going to take you on a bit of a tour of the work that we do within the city. And I want to tell you a little bit about the Lit District, something we're very passionate about. In an effort to create a more walkable city, a city where people have access to books and information and events, and yeah, just great things happening around the city. And I want to tell you a little bit about how we deal with the challenges, and how as tenants of the Rand Club we're also trying to reimagine what was before a bit of a contentious space and a very exclusive and insular space, and how that's all changing in Joburg today. Alright, right now I'm going to take you down Loveday Street to our bookstore, Bridge Books, which is just around the corner.
Let's go. So guys, today we are on a tour with Miles, and let's learn a little bit about our beloved inner city. And if you love books, you guys are gonna learn where to get them, basically.
This is very important. But I think there's some wind today.
So guys, we are on our first bookstore, Bridge Books. You guys can see where we are, because rental is just on the right here. So let's see the first bookshop. I didn't know about this actually, eh?
Oh yeah?
I didn't know about this, eh?
Yeah, this is a big problem we have in the city, is that most of the bookshops here are unmarked, and we're part of that problem. But without adequate signage, people don't know what's there. So you'd really have to kind of peek in to see it, because if you walk past, you'd just miss it. So yeah. This is Bridge Books. Here we specialize in African literature, African fiction, African non-fiction, and we really support local publishers, independent authors, and things about the continent and things about our country. And we're very passionate about that. On this floor we have all our new titles, and we sometimes do events here, but we're kind of moving downstairs to where we do our second-hand titles. And then if you look right up there in the mezzanine, that's where we do, we have kids books, and we have kids books in all 11 official languages. Yeah, you're going to follow me down to see the second-hand collection.
So this is where you make the events, right?
This is where we do the events now. We found that it's a little cozier, especially in winter.
I like this one, eh?
And this is, yeah.
It's incredible, eh? So you guys adapt the whole space to basically for a cultural event or a lunch of a book or something like that?
Right. We open this up, and we put out our fancy camera equipment and lighting, and we put a little table out for the author, and then we live stream from Bridge Books.
So where do you guys live stream it? To which platforms?
To Facebook and YouTube.
Wow,
moment, yeah.
amazing.
And
So
it's also in our newsletter.
So where can people find Bridge Books on? What is your social media handle?
Okay, on Facebook we're Bridge Books CBD. On Instagram, I believe we're Bridge Books, and I'm not so sure about Twitter, but I can tell you that later.
Okay, not a problem, man.
Calling me next door. Let me just go and see what they need.
Yeah, sure, go for it. I will just have a look.
Okay.
So this is the kids section, basically, guys.
What many people don't know about Joburg is that Joburg has over 1,000 booksellers, a 2012 survey found. And what they actually found is that Joburg has more bookshops than Sydney or Paris, big cities like that, which is surprising to most. And I understand why. What we find in Joburg is that many of the booksellers here, or bookshops, are very different. They're 90% imported, and they're 90% second-hand, which is the opposite of the other cities that were surveyed in there. Here in the CBD where we are now, there's about 70 booksellers in our vicinity, between Park Station and Gandhi Square. And yeah, bookshops here are very different. They're unmarked, so if you didn't see a sign, you might just pass it by. And you also find that many of these bookshops don't just sell books. They sell fashion, herbal products, fish and chips, and that kind of thing. So they might be branded as fish and chip shops, but you'll find that they might be selling romance novels, or the coat guy might be selling business books and Christian literature. Yeah, and so a big passionate project that we're working on now is creating an interactive map as part of the Lit District, or where people can scan a QR code and get free information to the city. And we both want them to find the booksellers that are here, as well as historical points of interest, fun facts, and just kind of ways that people can engage with the city. And with our group of 50 student volunteers, we've got them to do the write-up for us. We're partnering with a tour guide company who's going to do a printable version for us, and just make those QR codes available, so that we make the city more accessible, and we make it more walkable, and we actually want to just to change perceptions. I mean, the city has its issues, it's not all roses, but it's much safer in these improvement districts than people think, and there are much more points of interest and curiosity that you'll find here, and yeah, we're very passionate about that, and I thought I would just take you for a little walk.
Okay, let's do it. If you guys haven't read this book yet, give it a try. It's amazing. Okay guys, so we're still here at Bridge Books, and I actually bought a book called The History of South Africa. In there seems like this is very interesting, so I will have a read. So don't forget to come here and buy also books, because for $100 guys, you guys can get a lot of books down here. And of course, let's make this a habit of reading a nice book every month.
Welcome to Bridge Books. Oh, should I just stay there?
Okay.
So now we're going to pass by some booksellers in the city. That's our friend Felix over there. He specializes in winter coats, herbal products, and diapers.
Okay.
And as you can tell, he's very stylish. Yeah. So yeah, this is Felix's store.
Okay.
He's got a mixture of Christian religious books and
okay.
business books,
okay.
and self-help, and then he's got some herbs over there and winter coats for
okay.
very cheap, and he finds really beautiful stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And we run a program, a wholesale program for a lot of these booksellers, and we pass along books that they specifically specialize in, because they seem to sell it faster anyway, and it's a nice way for us to just kind of pump into the bookselling trade here.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And then, so here we are. This is, you wouldn't know it, but this is a very historical building. This is Victory House. This is the first building that had a lift in the city. And it's famously where Gandhi got arrested for using a white-only lift. So yeah, we're in the oldest street in the city, in Victory House.
You serious? Gandhi was
yes.
in prison because he used the...
He was arrested for using a whites-only lift in this very building.
That sounds outrageous.
This over here is the best slab chips in Joburg. And you can take that from me because I'm a Cape Townian. And they specialize in second-hand romance novels, which you can find over here.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. And then she's also got some behind there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, so Miles, this is Victory House, right?
That's the iconic Victory House over there.
Okay, so this is where you say that Gandhi was literally... Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is... there were lots of law firms here during Gandhi's time, and so this was what they call also Gandhi's Joburg.
Okay. Alright, perfect. Let's... Okay. So this is basically one of the oldest buildings in Johannesburg, which is the Standard Bank of South Africa. One of their, I think it's their first building here in Joburg that they opened during the 1900s.
Into apartments.
Really?
That would be really cool.
Wow. Alright, so Miles, where are we going now, man?
Right now we're passing a Nigerian bookstore where they specialize in just kind of religious books, spiritual books, but also something called spiritual warfare books, which are very specific books about fighting mermaid demons in your community. How to know if your wife is cheating or if your caterer is poisoning you.
Okay.
That's kind of on the fringe, but yeah, they import a lot from Nigeria, and yeah, these books are very popular. They do Bibles, they do self-help, they do business.
Okay, let's have a look inside because I'm curious. Hi, good morning, how are you? Okay. Very interesting, one of a kind shop in CBD. How are you, man? Good, good. Okay, so what we have here?
These are spiritual battle books or spiritual warfare books.
Okay.
Yeah, which are very
That's new to me.
specific to these kinds of shops.
Okay.
But yeah, just a general selection of spiritual and business books. Yeah. How are you, man? You good? How's business?
Okay, guys, so now we are in Bairros Norte Square, and I just want to show you. How beautiful is this, eh? Look at this magnificent, beautiful buildings, eh? So, Miles, what's up?
Now we're standing on Bairros Norte Square, which used to be Market Square, between the provincial legislature and the city library.
Okay.
There we have a senator for
Yeah.
World War I and World War II victims. I think it was made for World War I initially, and then they just kind of co-opted it when World War II happened.
Oh.
Be a senator for all those that passed, yeah.
Okay.
And if we're heading now, we're heading to the city library.
And tell us a story about that lady there on the...
Interesting statue. It's called, that statue is called Democracy's Dialogue.
Okay.
And it's an African woman with a baby on her back and a Molotov cocktail in her right hand.
Okay.
But if you check the Wikipedia page, it will say that she's holding a candle to light the way to the future.
That looks like a cocktail Molotov. Let me show you guys close.
We'll let people decide that for themselves.
Yeah. So democracy is dialogue. Okay, so I want to take you guys inside of the library, but it seems like at the moment they are having a few, what do you call it? Renovations around. So I will take you guys there another day for you guys to see it. But at the moment we are unable to do that. But I promise you, I will take you guys inside of the library. This building, it's really incredible. Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that the library has a theater. It has over 1.5 million books. Most of those books are actually not in the library, but we're actually standing on them right now.
Are you kidding?
2 floors below us are most of the books. So we've got the parking
vault
for the legislature, and then below that we've got yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
So if you need a book, sometimes they go under in a trolley and they.
Are you kidding? I need to see that. Something
we really want to do when the library reopens is to set up a stand here, and a lot of kids come and sit here on Bairros Norte Square after school, inner city kids, and we want to get them library cards once it's open, because I mean it's one of the best public amenities that you can have,
and probably
as a young mind,
and probably the one of the best ones in Africa.
Agreed.
Tell us about this.
We're standing outside. This is an Oliver Tambo memorial site. And generally, it's kind of backed by a fountain, a water fountain, but someone in the city lost the key. And so we've had a dry fountain ever since.
Wow. Miles, tell us, where are we going now? Because I can see we're next to Bank City.
Yes, this is FNB Bank City on your left.
Yeah?
A very fancy little world for where people can have lunch, get Seattle coffee and food lovers markets. There's also a fully functional mosque on the public square, and it's a great place for people to have lunch and just catch up. Yeah.
Amazing.
And now we're heading to Joburg Street Market, which is primarily fruit vendors, but there are also some amazing booksellers there. And just before it, I'm going to stop at the park where we do a lot of our programming for kids. On the Saturday, we do readings for kids in the amphitheater over there. And I just want to tell you a little bit about the history of that space.
Okay, perfect.
And what we plan to do there.
Perfect. Let's do that. Don't forget, guys, I did a video already about Bank City. You guys can see it on the channel, on the CID playlist. So make sure you're gonna see it if you haven't seen it yet. Just want to show you guys a few details.
Bear market there.
Okay, let's go there then.
To give us a bit of a walk through that is a bit more curious.
And tell me, how do you? People ask me a lot if you feel safe as someone that is in CBD every day. Do you feel safe walking on the streets? Give us your opinion.
People don't trust me when I tell them it's safe because I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
But it really is. I mean, take the precautions you need to,
but it's like a city like any other, you know. Anywhere in the world that you go, you need to have precautions, know where to walk.
There's a massive police presence here and security presence, and I find it just quite relaxed.
Yeah, no, not at all. One thing is for sure, we walking here like cool, you know. Just another walk in the park. So tell us where we're going now.
We're going to Joburg Street Market, and then we're going to the Ernst Oppenheimer Park, where the old Standard Theatre used to be,
okay,
before it burned down. But now that space is used as a basketball court,
yeah,
a perfectly working toilet where you pay the aunties R2, and for R2 you get toilet paper and a clean toilet.
Well, that's good.
And then it's also got a small amphitheatre.
And I think this makes part of the retail improvement district, the RID.
Yes, that's correct.
You guys can see there the.
You also find the freshest, cheapest produce.
Yeah.
Markets.
And it's healthy, eh?
Best nectarines and best nachos.
True story, eh? True story. You guys can see street entrepreneurship. They are very well organized, eh? Very, very well indeed.
So street vendors like this sell books, which actually live here at night. They get covered, and I think the street kids look after them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of them get stored also under Park Station. But yeah, you'll see these are all weather resistant. They've got the little covers.
Wow. And they look in very good
ready
state.
For rain or shine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We're just here. Where we are at the moment?
We're in the Joburg Street Market.
Oh, okay. So let's have a look around.
I say Joburg, Joburgers say Joubert.
Oh, Joburg. Okay, yeah,
Joubert,
you're right.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Okay, so let's continue. You guys can see we are in the middle of the market.
We were actually meant to go that way.
Let's do it.
My brain is...
You guys can see we're in the middle of the market. You guys can see where we are. There you go, guys. It's cool. You don't have to be afraid to come to the inner city. So take that out of your mind that it's bad. It isn't. All right, guys. So now we are almost in here in the Oppenheimer Park, behind the Receipt Street Post Office.
You can just about see the top of the 6th Street Post Office.
See the kids also playing. You know what I mean? So, Miles, what's your plan as the literacy district here in this area?
So where I'm standing now is in the Ernst Oppenheimer Park, and over there is a basketball court.
Yeah.
And behind us is a small amphitheater. At the amphitheater, we partnered with Local Abode, and they keep it clean for us and make sure that there are no drunk uncles there on a Saturday morning when I bring the kids, and we get our student volunteers to read to them. We're also looking to do some more performances and poetry in the park. And we want to put up some signs here.
Okay.
The QR codes for maps, and just a little program of what's happening so that people who live in the neighborhood are aware and can actually engage and feel included and find things that are interesting for them and for the community, and things that are free.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So guys, this is where people come together, they play basketball, you know what I mean? That was, man, good, man. Boom. Okay, so a very cool detail that Miles just refers. So tell us about those bathrooms and how does that work?
Another great thing about this space, which a lot of people don't know, is that that's a fully functional bathroom in the middle of the city in the park. Yeah.
So do people have to pay something to go there? Or what?
Often there are ladies sitting outside and you have to give them something, but it's not.
Okay. So it's basically they're looking after it.
They're looking after it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Which is a lot of how these spaces operate. It's just people.
So people, community type of thing.
Community partnerships.
Okay,
get
good.
these things working. And yeah, if you look over there, that's a rendering of the old Standard Theatre that used to be here before it burnt down. And then this is the amphitheatre that we use.
Okay. So that's where you guys are gonna do the.
This is where we do story time in the park with the kids, and this is where we want to do poetry and performances later on in the day.
Oh, I see what. So you want to introduce people to arts, drama,
Yeah. And
poetry.
Free public spaces, free, safe, and interesting public spaces.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So this is the next to the road, so it's a good. There you go, guys.
It's loud, but Joburg's loud.
Yeah.
And there are ways around that. Yeah.
Imagine this building completely revamped, guys. Just imagine the possibilities. What do you want to do here, by the way?
Well, my idea was to make this an information center.
Okay.
Where people can get maps, find out interesting things about the city, have some art installations.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a practical space, not a...
Yeah. So the information center, guys, which I love the idea, you know. It's important for us to see this because I also want you guys, especially in overseas, to see the city of Joburg, so you know guys know where to go, who to speak with. Yo, this building, the city hall, it's beautiful, eh? So this is basically the biggest square in Johannesburg, the Paes no Dia Square.
I think it's the biggest public square, yes.
Yeah. You can see the diamond there, you guys can see the diamond. Look at the beautiful details in this building. Look at those columns. Look at those columns.
Basement of the Rand Club. This is a very private gentleman's area in the 1800s. And you'll find some snooker rooms and some private doors, I suppose, where they'd let certain ladies in.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah.
A lot of business was done here during the gold rush, right?
Indeed.
Barney, Bernato, and so on.
Now we're at James Finley. He specializes in collectible books, political posters, and rare collections. And this is his first brick and mortar space because he trades mostly online.
Wow.
And I think if he's here, he'd be happy to give you a little rundown.
That will be amazing. So guys, we are basically at the basement of the Rand Club. Look at this amazing place, eh?
Non-verbal.
Morning, morning. Wow, look at this place. Are you serious?
You need to turn on some lights.
Wow, this is really amazing, eh? I have been here, but I only couldn't see it from the outside. Wow.
He's with customers.
Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you.
No, it's fine.